Hi besties, what's up? My name is Mackenzie and welcome to my channel and welcome to a very exciting video. So, as you guys can see from the title, the thumbnail, what have you, we are going to be doing a bookshelf reorganization, which I'm very excited about. So, I actually just recently bought a new bookshelf, which is what you guys are standing on. I don't think you've ever gotten this angle on my living room. What the plan is today is we are gonna really hone in on organizing the bookshelf. So a couple things about this is I've needed more shelf space for a while. So I'm glad that, not that, you know, you need permission or whatever, but I'm glad that Steven was like, okay, we can get another bookshelf because, you know, I think the amount of books I have is overwhelming him a little bit. Like it's crushing me, but it's overwhelming him now. So here is the plan of action for the bookshelves. I have 6 rows to work with and my goal is to get at least 10 to 12 books on every shelf. The reason for that is because if I can get like, you know, 10 books on each shelf, I mean, that's 60 books that don't need to find a home in my big bookshelves, and there's a lot of books at those that don't have homes. So yeah. After this is like part 1. After this, part 2 will be me reorganizing the big bookshelves, which I've been kind of teasing you guys with for a while now. It's just been really overwhelming, and I know that I don't, even with this bookshelf, I don't think I have enough room for all my books, so we'll have to see kind of where life takes us. Okay, so here is the plan of action. I'm going to turn you around. I'm going to show you what I've done so far and kind of explain my thoughts. Now, one shelf is pretty much set in stone. I think I'm going to keep it that way, but then the other shelf that I have done, I don't think I'm going to keep it that way. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, I think I'm going to take the majority of the books off and just start from scratch pretty much. So let me show you. Okay, this is my bookshelf. Ignore the mess. I don't even know. Okay, so let me tell you what I kind of want to do. So top shelf, the tentative plan is to have that be my seasonal TBR, maybe my monthly TBRs as well, stuff like that. So it's gonna obviously change out quite often. So that one is not set in stone. It's just gonna be a lot of random things. Then we have the second shelf, which is the one that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep. So we have the Fortune is Sworn series going into the Ice Hawk series. There's a gap right there because I need room for oh my gosh, I'm literally blanking on the name so hard right now. It's not Fighting Chance Mackenzie, that's the one you're looking at. But anyway, that's where the first book in the Ice Hawk series is gonna go. And then we have the Our Broken Fate series by the same author. And then we have the Rebel Blue Ranch series, which I know that I'm missing a book. I don't know where that is. I don't know. And then we move down to the shelf and we have 1,000 Boy Kisses, It Ends With Us. That's my special edition of Icebreaker. Obviously we have the Boys of Tommen series, and then we have the Serpent and Dove trilogy. So the Serpent and Dove trilogy is definitely staying. I will say, I think this is going to bother some people, but the reason that the books are backwards like this is because I wanted Lou to be leaning up against my bookshelf. I thought that looked so cute, but if it bothers people enough, or if it starts to bother me, which I could see that being a possibility, what will likely happen is I'll either put these two books behind it, or I'll just reorganize or rearrange them. I don't really think it matters. And then we have all of these shelves that we need to figure it out. So let's start with this shelf. I think this is the shelf that I want to do first and then work out from there. So Boys of Tommen and the other 3 books that we have on here. The reason that I think those need to go is because I think I want more of a jewel tone, cooler toned vibe, more muted, and I don't think that those give muted vibes. So probably gonna pull all those off and go put them on my bookshelf where they were. I was also gonna have a pink shelf. That's actually what was on that, and then my toddler took it down, so I'm gonna take that as a sign that I need to switch that up. And then obviously like those 2 shelves are just random books that were sitting around the house. So yeah, we will see what we can get done. Now, I'm wondering if maybe I bring out my Holly Black books and put them next to Serpent and Dove. That's kind of the plan right now. I also wanted a Throne of Glass shelf, but like I said, I don't know if that's gonna happen. We'll kind of like see. What I would need to do if I do a Throne of Glass shelf is get my jewel toned copies, because I have 3 sets of that series. I know, crazy work, Mackenzie, but let's start. I also have a couple stacks of books over here, but I don't think that most of those are gonna work for me anymore, so we'll kind of just see. Oh, we also have the Duskwalker Bride series out here as well, and I think that that's going to either go on the second to bottom shelf or the very bottom shelf. We'll kind of see. So let's go into the book room and get stuff. Sorry about the lighting. Also, sorry, I'm probably gonna have to talk a little bit quieter because my child is sleeping. I was thinking about these as well, so I'm gonna leave this one over here. I don't know where the copy of the first book is, but we can find that too. I'm gonna take Tress of the Emerald Sea out there because I feel like this would look really pretty on that bookshelf. So Tress is definitely coming out there with me, and then I also have the Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett that will come out with me. And then all of my Holly Black books. I need to find the first book in the series, but It's fine. We'll find it. And then I also need to find, sorry, there's no good way to do this. Let's see. I found one. Ooh, well, if I'm gonna do that, I might take my Mate and Bride out there as well. These, my 2 special editions, because I love them. Maybe I can take the Luminaries out as well. Found Crown of Midnight, so we'll take that. Ooh, I'm gonna take the Dread Descendant out as well. Oh, there's 2 more Throne of Glass books. It's just basically going to be reorganizing my shelves until it looks decent enough. I'm not gonna be too picky. Oh, perfect. Actually, here are the other 2 poly black books I was looking for. We have The Darkest Part of the Forest and The Cruel Prince, which I think I'm gonna put this on display because I love The Darkest Part of the Forest. I feel like people sleep on that. I might also take Shadows and Crowns out there. These are by S.M. Gaither. If you could see my bookshelves right now, you would know why so many books are missing. Oh, there's Assassin's Blade. Assassin's Blade. My child did her art in this book, as you guys can tell. I don't know if it's on any other pages, but I bought this so I could annotate it. Oh, maybe there wasn't another page that she drew on. Okay, we'll take those for now, and then I will come back and find Tower of Dawn in a minute. I have these really pretty hardcover editions that I really wanted to put out there, but I don't think that I'm gonna have enough room to do what I want with my Throne of Glass shelf if I have those out there. So I'll catch you guys in a second. I'm gonna carry all these books out. All right, I feel like you guys have a decent enough angle for this. I brought out my stacks of books and I found a couple other ones that I possibly want to put out here. So I keep tipping over those books and it's gonna make me literally have a crash out. I'm not gonna lie, but let's take these off because like I said, I just don't think that they go with the vibe of this shelf. And I'm even considering maybe not doing seasonal TBR up there, but I think I still will for now. And then we can just kind of reevaluate. Oh my gosh, my hair is driving me nuts. We're just gonna have to pretend we don't see it, okay? I'm sorry. All right, we got all of that done. So I think what we're gonna put up here is the Cruel Prince trilogy by Holly Black. Why did I not get the Barnes & Noble exclusive of this, or did I? That's crazy. Crazy work. Okay, now the real question is, do I want to display this copy of The Darkest Part of the Forest or this copy? Because I don't think I can do both. No, and do this one behind, and I'd probably do this one like this. I don't think that looks the best. What I might do, that doesn't look very good either. I could also, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do Gilded Out. Okay, no, I'm not gonna do Gilded Out. Sorry, I'm a liar. 1 second. We're gonna do this. No, we're gonna do this. There we go. Darkest Part of the Forest. And then I think that looks cute. Yeah, I like that better. All right, next we're gonna move to this shelf, and this shelf I'm gonna make my Throne of Glass shelf now. The part of it that I'm not sure is gonna work, but we're gonna try it anyway. This is a book of, or not book of the month, Books A Million special edition, and it's pink. That's why I bought it, basically. So I'm gonna see if we can get all of the books to fit on there. Bear in mind that I'm missing one of them. I'll find it. And if this doesn't work, I might have to just like display that elsewhere, I guess. I don't know. Now, oh, here we go. Oh, I do have Empire of Storms. I have the whole series. What am I thinking? I'm not, actually, is probably the problem. Let's see here. Do we like this? Does that look cute? I'm just not so sure. Do I want to have it like that? No. No, I don't. I'm gonna have to find a different place to do that one because I don't like how it looks. I don't think so. We'll figure it out. But I will have these out here, and then maybe I can put the Dread Descendant and do this. Yeah. I like that. Okay, cool. All right, now we're gonna do my Duskwalker Brides section. Can you guys see that? I don't know how I'm gonna record me doing the bottom shelf, but we'll figure it out. Okay. So it's also kind of silly because I have this in its box, but I don't have the rest of them in their boxes, and one of the boxes broke. Even though these are really sturdy, it got stepped on in the dark. I also want to face out A Soul to Keep, so I'm gonna do Duskwalker Beginnings, even though I'm pretty sure you're supposed to read that after the, I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I'm gonna do that. Book 2. I need to find book 3. It's somewhere on my shelves. I don't know how they got separated, but you know, it is what it is. I'm missing book 5 as well. What the heck? I thought I had all of them besides book number 3. And then I might do Tress, The Tainted Cup, and Fear the Flames. I don't know. Does that really go? I mean, with the shelf, yes. With this shelf in particular, no, I don't think so. I don't know. So, actually, I'm just going to put these right here. Luminaries might be fine. We'll figure that out in a second. It's fine. And then, those books won't all fit there, but let's see here. Oh, I have the Poison Season that I brought out here. Maybe I just need to find a couple. I'm going to find more sparkly spines is what I'm trying to say here. More gilded spines is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling. All right, now we're going to put the Shadows and Crowns books on here on the bottom shelf. I am not hopeful that these books are going to stay anywhere where they are right now because I have helpful hands that will surely come and find me eventually, or find the books more like. Where did I put the, am I missing a stack? I kind of feel like I am, but I don't know where I would have put it. I had books 1, 2, and whatever other books I'm missing. We're just gonna stack those right there for now. I will find a better angle in a second. Yeah, that's not a good angle either. I don't know where I put them. I'll be right back. Again, I'm so confused. All right, hello. I don't know about this angle, but let's continue on. So I brought out a big stack of books. So first, let's put on the books on the bottom. Oh, also, I put all the green books here, and then I put that book. I can't say that name by Ava Reed. I put that down here as well. We'll see if we have enough room for it. We might not have enough room for it to face out because I brought other books that I want on that shelf as well. So we're just gonna have to see. Sorry, this is just not a great angle, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, I'm realizing that I'm missing quite a few books from my collection, and I'm like 3 lost books away from having the biggest meltdown of my life. So we're just gonna continue on with this. Okay, so what we might have to do is turn that inwards because I got Anathema, which has the pretty sprayed edges that I want out here, and then I also have Nocticadia, which also has the pretty edges that I want facing out. And I think that's probably all that we're going to be able to fit on here besides the rest of the series, which was sitting in my room. Also, yeah. So, we're going to have to move this. It might not even be able to go on these shelves, or I can put it on the top shelf. We'll have to see. But I knew I wasn't, well, I knew that there was a book missing. I knew that Tower of Dawn was missing, but then when I put them on the shelf, I was like, what? None of these books are, yeah, they were. So, there's my whole front of glass. It was making your eye twitch. Now, these were on the bottom shelf of my bookshelf on top of books, and I couldn't see them. I'm just glad that I found them, though. I could not find the other book in the Rebel Blue Ranch series, so I'm gonna just assume, for my mental health's sake, that it's in my bedroom where my sleeping dragon is, and I'm not gonna go wake her up. So, we're gonna have to leave, like, one gap in the bookshelves, and I know that that's kind of sucks, and it's horrible, but it is what it is. So, there's my whole Duskwalker Bride set. Now, let's put in the other books that I brought out here. Sorry, we're jumping between 2 shelves. That's irritating. It's fine. I brought my special edition set of Shadow and Bone out because, as you guys can see, they're kind of shiny. I mean, not as shiny as these, but I thought that they would look cute. And now that I'm looking at it, they're a little bit of a different height. So, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. That's, yeah. I think that looks cute. Looks cute. Now, if my daughter decides that she needs to be a part of whatever this is, like my special editions and stuff, I will have to move them elsewhere. There's no place that's safe from her, to be quite frank with you, so we'll have to figure that one out later, too. And then I have the rest of the Shadows and Crowns series, so let's put that up here as well. So we have book 1. And book 5. I thought there were 6 books in the series. There are only 5. Hold please. Great news. There is only 5 books, so I don't need to have a freak out about that. So let's move back down to that shelf because now we have a couple of options. I can move this over and I could put this out like so. Or what I'm probably gonna do is put Immorta out if it'll face out in a decent enough way because it's a little bit wider, I believe, than that paperback, but we'll see. Oh, does that look cute? I don't know. Do we like that? Are we liking how that looks? I can't tell. I can't tell what you guys are thinking because you aren't here, but I don't know. I don't feel like that fits very well. I feel like it's just, honestly, I don't know about any of the sprayed edges out now that I'm looking at it a little bit more. So I'm just gonna face these that way. I'm gonna scooch this over because I brought out Under Lock and Key and I thought that that would go nicely here, but then we're still left with the same problem of we have a little bit too much space. Oh, I brought this out here, All of Us Murders, to go on here too, so that there as well. I know that I have a second book to the Tainted Cup series, so maybe I just leave that out for now. I'm gonna leave a gap right there. Again, I'm 99% sure that this is in my bedroom, so we will not be seeing that in this video. Sorry. Books are not straight. There we go. That's straight enough. I was gonna make a joke. I don't think that I should make that joke. Now we get to do my top of the TBR list. Now I'm kind of thinking that I have a little bit too many books over here. We'll see. Let's see. I don't think I have enough room for all of them, but we're gonna do our best. And I don't know how I'm gonna show this to you guys, this process, but we're gonna see. Shh, that's fine. Actually, now that I think about it, does Tower of Dawn go? Yeah. So sorry about that. I just know that there were people screaming internally because of that. Well, good news. We don't have to scream internally anymore. So, okay. Let's go up to the top and see what we can do with the angle. Maybe I can just explain to you guys what I'm doing from here. So, first thing I'm going to do, my little guy, my little Jesus is going to come sit right here for a minute. We can put him back later. I think I'm going to have the picture of Dorian Gray sticking out, or like facing forward. I think I like that. Maybe I'll put it in the middle though. Yeah, maybe. I might put these behind it to stabilize it. It's my Jenny Han series. Not to do her dirty like that because I'm going to be rereading those books. I just need a little bit more space. I do not know which order these Carly Fortune books go in. I know One Golden Summer was her most recent one. Besides the one that she came out with this year, but this is the most recent one I own. Is it like every summer after Maybe at the Lake of the Summer will be different? So here, well, the majority of them, I think. I will probably not put the Dread Descendant on here. I will probably just put it back in my actual, like, book room and stuff. By the Carly Fortune books, I'm going to put the first two books, or the first and the third book of the Emily Wilde series up next to them, because I do want to reread the first one and read the other two this summer. I don't know where the second one is right now, and I don't really want to talk about that. I'm pretty sure it's probably in my bedroom, but I don't know. And then we have Just Friends, which is a reread. The Charlie Method, Wolf E, and then Pictures of You. So I'm going to have to scooch Dorian over a little bit. Let's see here. Actually, okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep this right here. Oh, I'm a liar. Let's put it right here for now. And let's see kind of what we're working with. Actually, these books are they shorter? No, we're good. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's decent enough. And Just Friends. Cute, cute. And then we'll have Oscar Wilde. So it's going to be right above Fighting Chance. Listen, we're just going to have to pretend that we don't see that. I don't know what to tell you guys. I just don't know what to tell you. And then we have far too many hardcovers to fit up here. So that's fine. That's fine. We'll figure it out. Let's do... if I don't read these by the end of the summer, they're getting gone. So they're getting kicked from the shelves. So I'm going to put them over here. It's A Game of Hearts and Heists and A Game of Romance and Ruin by Ruby Rowe. I've tried to read them. I'm sorry. I keep covering the shelves. I'm sorry. The camera. I'm sorry. I keep trying to read them and then I keep not liking them. So it's fine. And I can always, like, I keep forgetting that as soon as I read books from the shelf, like, they aren't staying out here. I'm going to just replace them with other ones. So we're going to conveniently always be moving books in and out of that spot. So I need to just remember that because I feel like I'm being a little bit too worried about that right now. I'm going to put those right by Dorian Gray, actually, because I feel like the pink in A Game of Hearts and Heists looks really cute next to it. I love that cover of Oscar Wilde. I'm so glad I bought it. I literally look at it, or a picture of Dorian Gray, sorry. I literally look at it every day, though, and I smile because I love it. I don't know how my husband feels about this creepy blonde, long-haired man staring at us every day, but, you know, it'll be fine. I'm also hesitant about A Soul to Keep being out on display, but that's also fine. It's fine. We have Tomorrow, and The Wedding People, which I think are going to be the only other books I can fit in. This sucks. Because, like, here, could I stack that, and then this? Yes, and then I bet I could do, here's the thing, right? The reason I haven't read these books is because I forget about them because they aren't in front of me. And so I'm trying to just, like, shove my TBR full of stuff so that I can remember. And, like, Just Friends, technically I've read, but I want to reread it to see if I want to buy the special edition. Because when I read it, I don't think I was actually in the mood for it. Actually, Tomorrow look cuter in that stack, probably. Let's see. Yeah. And I know I like the pink next to picture of Dorian Gray, but I might see if I can get those in there too. Let's see. I can't. Okay. It was worth a try. So I'm going to keep those there. Tomorrow is going to be right there. And then I could put Atmosphere. Or does it look better? Nah, no, we'll put it right there. Atmosphere on top of that. Cute. And then these two out here. I have room for one more, but I don't think, oh, the favorites could fit. Yeah. No, it's not going to. I don't have enough room for another book up here, I don't think. Well, we, like, really shove it in there, I do. Now the question is, no, that's not gonna work. Not gonna work. Okay, here are the books that I wanted to get on the top shelf that aren't fitting, right? Let's start with those so you guys can maybe see, like, my dilemma here. When the Tides Held the Moon. Definitely giving summer vibes, right? Upon a Starlit Tide. Self-explanatory. I'm aware also that I don't need to have the picture of Dorian Gray facing out, but I wanted to. So, I guess I could also, technically, like, I could take Wolf E off of the shelf. I could also take, oh, I shoved them so close that I won't be able to fit the second Emily Wilde book. Actually, I'm going to take the Emily Wilde books off of here. Yeah, I'm going to take them off. And the reason is because I'm just going to. I will put them on my TBR cart, which we are going to do a TBR cart reorganization too, I think. The problem with that now is that I have room for one more paperback, or two, maybe max. And that only gives me room for, like, one more hardcover book. Let's see. Yeah, if that. That's not gonna fit. That's too big. And that's smaller than this one, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, it's not even worth taking those off. I've just decided after taking them off already. I'm gonna put these back. The second book is no longer going to fit on here when I find it, so I'll just figure out something else to do with it. Oh, actually, no, it might fit if I really squeeze it in there. It'll be fine. What I could also do, I might take these off because they're just rereads, and, like, I'm gonna remember to reread them. What I could do also is I could just stack these other 4 behind Dorian Gray. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That'll make it really stick out but that's, you know, it is what it is. Okay. But now it's not like slotting in there, and I feel like it needs to slot in there because, I mean, I just think that it's gonna fall off and hit my child in the face, which you could say the same about literally every single book that's facing outward. Okay, no. we're just gonna have to take it out on these, and we can replace them as I go. Oh my gosh, sorry. You guys are, listen, I don't know that I really have a good angle necessarily, but like, I know that that was not a good angle. To All the Boys I've Loved Before series going back, and then I think I will put The Dark Vault back here as well, just to give it a little bit more extra stability. That's gonna look ugly as hell when I eventually decide to read Oscar Wilde, or sorry, The Picture of Dorian Gray, but we'll figure that out when we get to it. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, we're gonna do a mini haul. Now I'm gonna do like a huge book haul as soon as I get my other shelf organized, which I'm thinking I'm like extremely cooked for, but we'll see. I don't have enough room for all the books that I own, and like that's a very like privileged thing to be able to say, and I'm very grateful for that, because like this is years and years and years of collecting, obviously. So like, I mean, this is 10 years of collecting. Like, now have I bought the majority of my books that I own in the past 5 years? Probably, since me and Steven have been married. And have I like received the majority of them since we've been married? Yes, but I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna show you the full thing. Let me know what you think. Don't be mean, especially with the top shelf. I feel like it's not cohesive with the bottom shelf, but it is what it is. Also, I'm gonna put The Dread Descendant down by the Shadows and Crown series, since I have room. And then I think that's it. I don't know where the heck I'm gonna put all these other books that were supposed to go on the shelf, but I don't know. How many books do I even have on here? I'm gonna have like 84 books on here, give or take. Probably about 85 if I can find my other Rebel Blue Ranch book, which I'm kind of freaking out about because I wanted to reread that series and I don't know where the third book is. I think it's the third book I'm missing, right? Dusty and what's her name story. Here's the thing, I have stacks and stacks of books everywhere, and like, if you guys could see, like, I need another bookshelf. I literally need one more. I probably need like 3 more, if I'm being honest. 3 more of this size, or like 1 more of my big bookshelf in there, but we literally have nowhere to put it. Also, sorry, I keep going to play with my necklace, and I took it off because I was starting to get red marks because I've been sleeping with it on. We just don't have the room, right? We just don't have the room, as much as it sucks. We just don't. So I can't have another shelf. So here's the situation that we're gonna find ourselves in. What I'm gonna do is over the next little while, I don't know how long, but I'm going to be working on cleaning off all my shelves in the other room. I'm going to be working on cleaning the other room. That room needs to be cleaned out. Oh, I didn't put this on here. Sorry. I wanted to put this on here too. Maybe I can put that on the bottom shelf too. Anyway, sorry. So there are boxes that need to be thrown away. They're in there. Like, there are things in there that like realistically should not be in there, and I don't know why they're in there. Ooh, I just got book mail. I kind of wanted to do a book haul, but like all the books that I've gotten recently, I don't know what they are, and I think that it must have been put in the mailbox. Sorry, my ADHD is going crazy right now, but I do just need to like, I need to log in and start like reading my books that I have and start unhauling the ones that I don't want anymore, because at this point it's getting a little bit overwhelming, the amount of books I have. And I know that that's rich coming from someone who just got a book delivered to their front porch, but here's the thing, I don't feel bad about all the books that I own necessarily, but what I do feel bad about is the fact that it's creating a lot of clutter and chaos for me and my family. Not so worried about Steven, like, he's fine, but I am worried about my daughter. So what I'm probably going to do between this and the next bookshelf reorganization video that I film, we're gonna go on a vacation, so I'm not gonna have time to do that before the vacation. But what I think I will do is I'm gonna pull all the books that I've read before, and especially like paperbacks, because that's what I have most of, technically speaking, I think. So what I might do, what I probably need to do, is I'm gonna take off the books off of my bookshelf, I'm gonna dust them, and then we're gonna have basically double stacks on one of my bookshelves. I can't have it on both. I'm gonna see what Steven thinks about us putting Oakley's bed against the window, because I could double stack the books on there, but the problem is that that window sits, like, my other bookshelf sits against the window, and the real issue that I have with that is that like everything is getting sun damaged on that shelf, and If Steven is fine with it, what I might do is just rework that room a little bit. And then obviously if I want to face books out, I just need to start stacking books behind them. And I think I will do that. We'll see. But that is what I need to do. So anyway, thank you all for watching the video. I'm going to do one quick once over of the shelf before we go. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, actually, I was going to unbox my new package with you guys really quick. Sorry. Here we have her. I'm really excited for this book. I haven't finished the first book yet. I don't want to talk about it. Thank you for being understanding. But, well, I haven't finished reading the first book yet. But it's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Now, okay. I love this. I love the sprayed edges, especially. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Are those end pages spoilers? I think they are, so I'm not going to show you. But, oh my gosh, they're so pretty. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Do you guys want to see a reading video of me reading the series? Because I will do that. I will do it. Don't tempt me. I'll do it. Actually, I think I'm annotating. Which copy am I annotating? Because I am annotating a copy of the first book, but I don't remember if it's my... I should not say. Good news, I don't have to trigger anybody because it's just like the normal these. But I am annotating it. If you guys want like a vloggy blog on this, I will do it. Do you guys want to see this though? It's really pretty. It's really, really pretty. Look at these end pages. Oh, I love these. Anywho, I think that's all I have to talk to you guys about. Sorry. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you like me, if you like seeing my face, hit the like button. If you want to see my face again, hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time I post a new video, I'd honestly follow me on Instagram. That's where you're going to get all the first updates. But if you do not have an Instagram, cross your fingers, hope the notification bell works. And with all that being said, I will see you cuties in the next one really, really soon. Bye, everyone.